Welcome everybody to Columbia, South Carolina, live here from some Southern Atlantic Conference action on CBS as we have South Carolina facing off against Mississippi State. Two great quarterbacks going at it. Blake Shapen had an electric start to the season with Mississippi State a few weeks ago, and now they face their toughest opponent of the year, facing a ranked South Carolina. They're rolling under Lenora Sellers, a close loss last week to Ole Miss in out-of-conference action, but now these two face off for their first conference game on the season, and this one could give us a look into who are the possible contenders for the future conference championship in New Orleans for the Southern Atlantic Conference. So I'm Ty Davenport here in the booth for the Southern Atlantic Conference on CBS. This one should be a good one. I'm excited to see how it'll go here, and yeah, it should be two great quarterbacks going at two electrifying offenses, and let's see how this one goes. So it is going to be South Carolina receiving the kickoff, and it will be Mississippi State getting the ball at halftime. They're going to take it out of the end zone here, making some moves. There he goes. He's going to bring it all the way up to the 24 there. And here comes the Norris Sellers, joined by Racel Faison. And you can see the running back comparison. Two transfers here. Fluff Bothwell from South Alabama and Racel Faison, who is a very talented back. We saw them beat down Virginia Tech earlier on this year, but now on the first play, Sellers gonna drop back. He's got a man. He's bringing them all. There he goes. He's going, and he's gonna take it all the way for an opening play touchdown. Touchdown, Gamecocks. Takes it all the way on the first play of the game. A simple mesh concept there, and he's gonna house it. That's going to be Jared Brown taking that to the house there. As you can see, the speed difference there. Great block set by number 4 there. He's got Nick Harper with a block as well, and they score. So what a start there for South Carolina as they score on the first play here. We'll see how Mississippi State is able to respond. These two offenses are very electrifying, and already 15 seconds in, and we have our first score of the game. So now South Carolina, after scoring on the first play, gonna give it back to Mississippi State now, and we'll see what Blake Shapen and this offense is able to do, but they're not gonna be starting in great field position. They're gonna be starting on the 13 here. So as you can see, the running back comparison once again, and this actually be a matchup to watch. Fluff Bothwell versus Jair Johnson, and here we go. It's going to be an empty set to start off here for Mississippi State in this offense. Jeff Levy, very talented play caller, making some adjustments at the line. Going to dump it off to Bothwell. Bothwell breaking off one tackle, going to take it up to the 19 here. So he's second down and 4. And looks like they're going to have Bothwell lined up at wide out here. So they're going to have a receiver at running back here. And it is very loud here in Columbia. And they're going to fake the handoff. It's going to be play action. Blake Shapen just over his man there, and that's going to be third down. Hit as he throws there, and here we go. Third down and 4 to go for the Mississippi State offense. Shapen dropping back. He's got his man. It's going to be caught for a first down. Running that hurry-up offense, trying to catch this South Carolina defense off guard here. Shapen now dropping back. Running back picks up the block. Going to get it to Sowell there. Not Sowell, wrong team. Gonna get it to his receiver there though. He's gonna catch it, and he's gonna be down right at the 38, so 1 more yard to go. Do they hand it off here? Making calls at the line once again. Shapen here. Gonna give the handoff right up the gut for a first down. It's gonna be David Booth there. The backup running back, Bothwell, not on the field currently, and they're going to give it to their backup, and the tight end looks a little bit confused there. Shapen now sends a man in motion, fakes the jet sweep, but he's going to give it back to the running back, and there he goes all the way up to the 33. Booth getting all the way up there. A great play design there by Jeff Levy, and now Mississippi State is now trying to score here. Fakes the handoff, play action here. Shapen dropping back. He's got a man up the middle, and it's going to be a first down. Shapen really commanding the offense early on here, making some more calls at the line, making some adjustments. We'll see what else he's able to do. And it's going to be caught there, about a 3-yard gain. So now we'll see what they're able to do. Still making some adjustments, going to run some RPO here. It's caught, and he's going to get the first down. Caught in traffic there. Looked like a dangerous throw by Shapen, but it works out. So now in the red zone here, faking the handoff. There goes Shapen. Shapen's going to score. Touchdown, Bulldogs. Shapen takes it in himself. South Carolina scores on the first play, but Mississippi State takes it right down their throat and scores. Shapen taking it on his own on the read option. Nobody ahead, and they are into the end zone. So we'll see how South Carolina is able to respond here now. And we'll see if they can score on one play again. To the house it was last time, but now going to hand it off to Faison. Faison's going to take it all the way up for a 3-yard gain. And we're going to see a lot of legs being used by both of these quarterbacks here today. And now Sellers fakes the handoff, going to get it to his receiver once again. This time he's going to have nowhere to go. And now South Carolina facing an early 3rd down situation here for Sellers. Sellers hands it off to Faison. Faison breaks off one tackle. Faison keep on going. 4th down and 1 for the Gamecock offense, and they're going to elect to punt it here. So Faison breaks off a couple tackles, but he is going to punt it here, and it is going to be taken by Thompson here, going to elect for the fair catch, and here comes this Mississippi State offense, and now you can see Fluff Bothwell on the field here for the Bulldogs. They fake the handoff to Bothwell. Play action here. Shapen trying to take it himself, but he's not going to be sacked down. He's going to get a 1-yard gain there. But now running that hurry-up offense once again, looking like that's going to be the main play here for these guys. It's more play action. Caught, and that's going to be a 1st down. Caught there by his receiver, Aiden Williams, the junior. Shapen faking handoff once again. Now he's going to toss it to Bothwell. Bothwell around the corner, and it's going to be 2nd down and inches. So now making some adjustments at the line. A man coming. They're running all the way wide. So they're running some veer and shoot here. Got 2 receivers stacked on both sides. And looking for a deep shot, and it's broken up. Hit as he throws there, and still gets the pass off, but now 3rd down and inches in. Shapen gonna take himself. Oh, that's a bad spot there. An extremely bad spot, but they're gonna go for it on 4th down and inches. And there is not a man on that receiver there, and that's an easy pickings for Shapen there, as that's gonna be a 1st down on 4th down for the Mississippi State Bulldogs. Going to make that read all day there. Shapen, a very talented and veteran quarterback, spent some of his years at Baylor, and now he's here at Mississippi State for the past year or two. And now going to be a RPO action there, caught, but that man's going to be tracked down for only a 1-yard gain. So now Shapen dropping back, shotgun. He's got a man, and that's going to be caught for another Mississippi State 1st down. Now Shapen dropping back, got a lot of time to throw, and it's going to be caught once again for another 1st down. This time, it's going to be caught by number 4, Jordan Mosley, the redshirt senior. And they don't have a man on that receiver out there. Bothwell breaking off tackles, but he's going to lose a bunch of yards there. Bothwell, a very tough back to bring down, but so far in his Mississippi State debut, these first couple games, he has not been too productive on the ground. And you can see there, they got a safety shaded over top of that receiver, but they're still lining up pretty wide here on this Variant shoot. So now Shapin dropping back, Shapin running, Shapin trying to go towards the end zone. He's going to wisely slide down. Down at the 7 there. Running that hurry-up offense here. Mississippi State 3rd and goal. What do they have here for the Gamecocks? Shapin passes it to his receiver. Oh, nowhere to go there for Williams. And going to be a timeout called there by South Carolina. And they were going to go for it at first, but they are going to try to get that kick. But this one's going to have to be very angled. And it's no good. So they first try to go for it, don't decide not to after the timeout, and now South Carolina is going to get the ball at the 20, and you just got to hook that kick in there, and that did not work out. Now Sellers here on 1st down. Sellers trying to use his legs there for a second, but he is going to be sacked down. It's going to be Will Whitson there. He gets his first sack on the day, and Sellers now backed up 2nd down and 17 here. 5:30 left to go in the first quarter still. But Will Whitson, the defensive tackle there, a nice little push and pull, and he is going to get the sack. Now, we'll see how it goes here for the South Carolina offense. Sellers snaps it, hand off to Faison. Faison going to get a couple yards there. We're going to bring it up about 4 yards. 3rd down and 13 for the South Carolina offense. Now 2 games we've seen South Carolina. They haven't utilized Nick Harbor too much, but they are going to elect to run it. Faison, and Faison's going to get the first down here. Faison, a huge gain there, about 14 yards, and he's going to take it all the way up to the 36, and they've got a new set of downs here for South Carolina. Fakes the handoff there. Sellers got him open, and is that who I think it is? It is. Nick Harbor talked about how he hasn't seen much, action here in his first 2 games that have been on the game of the week for SAC on CBS, and now he gets his first catch here. Harbor, one of the fastest receivers in college football, and there he goes, but Sellers overthrows him. Beats his man off the line, but Sellers too late of a read. And now Sellers dropping back. He's going to have Faison in the flats. Faison taking it all the way before he slammed down there at the 21. Hit very, very hard there. But now South Carolina is rolling. Both of these offenses so far having some electric gains. And now let's see what he does here. He's going to hand it off to Faison. Faison going to try to get a yard. Yes, he does. He gets a yard there. But now, 2nd down and 9. And South Carolina's got a lot of men there. And they're going to send a full-out blitz there. And he is going to be tackled down there on the screen. So now, a 3rd down and 8 for South Carolina. What do they try here? Sellers now surveying the field. Sellers going to take it himself. And there goes Sellers. Wide open lane ahead. Sellers, but he's going to be tackled down. Fails to lower the shoulder there, and he's going to be down at the 1. And now this could be a touchdown to go situation here for South Carolina. Going to send his man in motion here. Takes it himself, but nowhere to go. And now Razel Faison there gets tossed down trying to block, and it looks like he twisted his ankle, so he doesn't land right. And now it's going to be 2nd and goal here for South Carolina. We'll see if they try to use Sellers' legs once again. No, it's going to be screened this time, and he's going to be tackled down. So now, 3rd and goal here for South Carolina. They got all the big boys out here. Can they punch it in? And it's going to be Sellers into the end zone. Touchdown, Gamecocks. Sellers stopped 2 times right before the goal line, but now he's going to be able to score. So South Carolina gets back on the board here as the sun's starting to set here in Columbia. And it looks like we could have a shootout under the lights here. And this is a great matchup, a great preview of what we might be able to see at the end of the season between these two talented teams here. And now, receiving the kickoff. He's just trying to make a move, nowhere to go. Now Shapen hands it off to Bothwell. Bothwell jumping over the line, and he's going to take it all the way to 2nd down and inches. Now at the 30 here. Shapen going to fake the handoff, gets it out to his receiver. Sorry for the lag there, and that's going to be a 1st down. Gets it out there to his receiver, Brennan Thompson. Now fakes the handoff, but he's going to be hit as he throws. And you know South Carolina's got a ferocious front. Dylan Williams, or I think that's his name. Dylan Stewart, my bad. Dylan Stewart, one of the best defensive ends in his freshman season, but they haven't really used him too much when it comes to rushing. But it's, Shapen just off the mark there on 3rd down and 10, and they're going to have to punt here. Now Shapen just off the mark there. Now South Carolina going to get the ball back. Not a great punt. They're going to have the ball up to the 35 here. And if they can score here, that will be great for this South Carolina team in such a closely contested game so far. You see the QB comparison, 147 yards for Shapen, 126 for Sellers. Sellers got 2 touchdowns on the day, while Shapen only has 1, and an 85 completion percentage there, 85% completion percentage. So that is your first quarter here, folks. The lights have come on here in Columbia, and we still have a half to go in the quarter. And it's going to be handoff to Faison. Faison tackled all the way behind the line. Loses 1 yard there. And now we'll see what Sellers is able to do here on 2nd down and 11. Going to hand it back off, and this will be their backup running back, and he takes it all the way for a 1st down. Now here on 1st down, just at the 46, fakes the handoff. Fakes the handoff, fakes the jet sweep there. Gonna be a handoff, but nowhere to go. Gets a yard out of it. And South Carolina likes a lot of motion on this offense, clearly. Sellers hands it off to his running back. He's got a lot of space ahead. Another 1st down. Mississippi State not able to stop the run all of a sudden. And this is gonna be a very, very long day for them if they can't do it. So now Sellers dropping back, hit as he's thrown, caught for the 1st down. So now the Gamecocks moving their way down the field, and you have to wonder if you're Mississippi State, this could get out of hand. Even though how talented your offense is, their defense is getting thrashed right now. So now South Carolina here at the 28, gonna hand it back off once again. He's got a wide open lane once again. Up front so far for Mississippi State, they have had no answers for the South Carolina O-line, who's moving everybody, but now it's going to be an empty set here for Sellers. Sellers going to dump it off to his tight end there. Smith, nowhere to go there. 2nd down and 6. Sellers, RPO to his receiver Jared Brown. Already got 1 touchdown on the day. And now here on 3rd and inches, you got to expect a QB sneak for Sellers. And yep, Sellers, that big body, going to be hard to stop him on that QB sneak. And now South Carolina in the red zone here. 1st and goal with 4 yards to go. And it's going to be a run. Oh, stiff arming the man, but then he gets laid out by Nick Mitchell. And now here on 2nd and goal, with how this O-line's been performing, you can expect them to just punch it right in here. And he's going to be stopped. So 3rd and goal here. Empty set here for South Carolina. Do we see a QB run here with Sellers? There's going to send a man in motion. And it's going to be a jet sweep. And he's going to be tackled down. So do they go for it here? No, they're going to elect for the field goal. A smart decision here by South Carolina. Going to try to make it 7-10 and have a 10-point lead. And the field goal is good. South Carolina does not score a touchdown there, but still gets points on the board. It's going to be 7-10 here, 7-17 here. A 10-point lead, 2-score lead now for South Carolina. Can this Mississippi State offense get back rolling, or will it be a show here for the Gamecocks? They were able to score on their opening drive. Ever since then, been kind of tough here. Went for it on 4th down in the end zone on their second drive, and did not work in the drive we just saw from them. 3 and out. So now, Shapen making some calls at the line. They haven't ran much hurry up that they did on their first drive. That worked so well. Now Bothwell taking the carry all the way up for 6 yards there. 2nd down and 4 all the way up to the 22. And Bothwell just not hitting those outside lanes. He's got a lane on the outside where he can just take off and just hasn't done it so far. Bothwell up the middle though. A draw for the halfback, and that's going to be a 1st down. So now Shapen here looking at the sideline for a call. Levy putting in the play call here. And it's going to be another run. This Bothwell nowhere to go this time. Tackle down there by Johnson. And they're stacking the receivers at the top here. Shapen, it's going to be a quick throw to Thompson there. Nowhere to go though. So 3rd down and 7 for this Mississippi State offense. Shapen dropping back here, looking for a man. Shapen gonna throw it, and it's caught. 1st down and more. All the way up to the 40 here. They challenge this. Now South Carolina's gonna challenge the spot of the ball out of bounds here. But look at this throw by Shapen. Drifting in the pocket, sees a man, and he's going to be wide open there, and they're challenging the spot of the ball here. So do they want to see if he went out here? Oh, they are trying to see that. Looks like he stayed in, so we'll see what the officials say, but I think he stayed in there. A very close call, to say the least, so take one more look at it. This might be a better look here, and we'll see if that outside foot was out of bounds. And no, he was in. So just a little bit of turf between him and his toe there. We'll see what the refs rule it here. And they're gonna say he was out there. So he originally brought up to the 40, but the refs saw something I didn't, and they say he was out at the 48 here. So not as much yards as I thought they gained there, but it's still nonetheless a 1st down for South Carolina. And a run up the middle. Bothwell, I don't like that decision there by Shapen. Had a receiver on the outside with the mismatch there. But now stacking 3 receivers at the top there. No, now they're going to spread out wide here. And we'll see what they do here on 3rd down and 8 once again. Dylan Stewart now coming off the edge and caught for a 1st down. Jordan Mosley has been Shapen's go-to man here so far today. Mosley made that 3rd down conversion a couple plays ago, and he does it once again. Shapen now, play action here. Shapen, just over out of reach there for his man there. A lot of pressure coming his way. Now hands it off to Bothwell. Bothwell had a lane on the left side, but Bothwell's vision just isn't that great. He's taking a step up from the Sun Belt Conference from South Alabama, and he just has not had a clue. And now Bothwell, though, wide open. Bothwell got one man to beat. Bothwell still going all the way down to the 3. Fluff Bothwell wide open on the right side, and he takes it all the way up to the 3. So now Mississippi State in the red zone. Gonna hand it off. No, Shapen gonna take it himself, and he's gonna be taken down. So now Shapen here, 2nd and goal. Tries to take himself again, and he's just trying to take it himself every time. That's not gonna quite work out here. So now it's gonna be a 3rd and goal here for Mississippi State. Can they score the touchdown or get close? Shapen trying to survey the pocket. Throws it to his man. But now they're going to have to elect for the field goal here on 4th and goal. Can they convert this time to make it a one-score game? The kick is up, and it is good. So Mississippi State gets on the board, shaking that first kick, but they make this one now. So it's going to be 10-17 with 3:12 before half there. Shapen tries to take it himself 2 times in a row. Doesn't quite work, but now here we'll see what the South Carolina offense is able to do. A very long drive there by Mississippi State. Takes the ball out the end zone there, gets taken down at the 15 here. So not too great of a field position for the South Carolina team. Fakes the handoff though, and it's going to be caught, and that's going to be a first down. Play action seeming to be the name of the game so far for both of these teams. Now sending a man in motion, faking the jet sweep, and he's going to have his running back wide open. Oh, he's making more moves though. We saw that exact play earlier for Mississippi State, and South Carolina returning it right back. So now they are all the way up at the 50 here, and they got a whole field left to go with just two and a half minutes left before halftime. And he's got Nick Harbor wide open. There goes Nick Harbor, turning on the Jets. Touchdown, South Carolina. Gamecocks on the board here, and they are putting on a thrashing with the burners here on this Mississippi State defense. Scored on the first play, and now they score again, and it's Nick Harbor this time who completely burns his man. Harbor, once he's in open space, good luck catching him. Olympic track speed there, and he takes it all the way into the end zone. An athletic specimen there. So now, if you're Mississippi State, you do get the ball at halftime. So maybe they try to run it down, take it down, score, get the ball back, score again, tie it up. Obviously, that's what they want to do, but there's no guarantee if it'll happen. So here, they hand it off to Bothwell. Bothwell up the middle, first down for Mississippi State. Bothwell 10 carries, 36 yards here tonight, and he's been pretty solid, I would say. Of course, had an electric play receiving, and now Shapen making calls at the line, trying to get them to jump off sides, but we are now at the 2-minute warning. Mississippi State gets the ball at half. So what do they do here? Do they try to convert here? Well, they are going to try to convert here for a touchdown. And Bothwell gets the outside run. Nowhere to go, though. These outside runs have not worked at all so far for Mississippi State here. And you have to wonder if Jeff Lebby is just going to try to run it up the middle here. But now they're going to try to pass it, and it's thrown to Bothwell. Broken up here, so 3rd down and 12 here. And this is crucial, likely, if they don't want to make this one get any more. And it's going to be caught to his receiver, and he's going to be taken down there, though. And they're going to have to punt it right back away. And they're going to have to hope for a stop here from their defense before this one gets ugly early on. So this Mississippi State defense has had no answer all night so far. Can they make a stop? Maybe even try to get points on the board for their offense for halftime? We will see here. Right now, South Carolina rolling on all cylinders. Sellers rolling out the pocket. Sellers going to take it himself. There goes Sellers sliding down right before the first down mark. It's 2nd down and 2. Sellers dumps it off to his tight end. He's going to be taken down. 3rd down and 1. And it's going to be a first down, and he's still breaking tackles. Just no physicality so far for this Mississippi State defense, and it's going to be Kelly Jones down after the play. And makes the man miss there, and another South Carolina first down. And if they get here, they can make it 27-10 here. Lining up in an empty set here, though, for Sellers, and hit hard, and they're going to say he caught that. Don't know about that. Don't think he made the full move, but they're going to give it to him. So some questionable decisions by the refs. Don't give South. They take away Mississippi State's 8 yards there when the guy was clearly in bounds. And now Sellers going to try to take it himself, and he's going to throw it out of bounds. There has a receiver in the area, though. But some questionable calls by the refs here so far early on by the SAC officials. But we will see what they're able to do here on 3rd down and 5. Sellers, I don't know how that's not grounding there, but they typically don't call it too much. So now trying to convert on the field goal right before halftime, and it's going to be good. So 27-10 here right before halftime. Mississippi State gets the ball before half, after half, but right now this game is looking like it is starting to get ugly here, especially for this Mississippi State defense who has not been able to keep up. Their offense doing well so far, but there's some key things not going their way, and they're just going to take it into halftime here in Columbia. So the Gamecocks have a lead, 27-10 here as we head into halftime. For All-State halftime update, score is 27-10, like I said. But Nick Harbor, 3 targets, 2 catches, 75 receiving yards, and 1 touchdown for the junior. He's got Olympic track speed, and just as I said, he wasn't making too much of an impact. Now he's having a great game there, and Sellers completely launched it to Harbor there. Harbor had a wide open grass ahead, and you could have told him, you could have just gave up already when you saw him catch that ball with that much space. He has so much speed. You see Shapen here. Shapen tosses it to Bothwell. Bothwell makes one man miss. Doesn't quite have the speed to take it into the end zone. But man, oh man, score might not reflect it, but this has been a great game so far. And now Mississippi State getting the ball after halftime. Can they come back and score at a half? What adjustments did they make in the locker room? What they see, what they like? And right now, starting at the 15, it is going to be a long way to the end zone. They abandoned their hurry up they ran early on, and that has kind of plagued them. So they're going to dump it off to Bothwell, but Bothwell turns trying to catch it, and it's going to be 2nd down and 16 as you know it. So just constant mistakes by this Mississippi State O-line, offense, and it has just not worked out for them. But Bothwell taking it up the middle, 3rd down and 8 though. Will it be an early 3 and out for this defense? They're going to run hurry up now. Haven't seen that in quite a while here, but let's see what they do now. Shapen here, throwing it, caught, 1st down, Mississippi State. Caught there by his receiver. He's going to get the 1st down, and that actually might have been his tight end. His tight end Max Reese there, but now Bothwell, forward progress, gets the 1st down. So now they're driving, and it's when they're running this hurry up. So clearly South Carolina isn't able to adjust the hurry up, so they got to continue to do it. But if they abandon it once again, it is not going to work out well. RPO action there, and he's going to take it all the way up to the 36. Completely fools the defense there. Excellent play call there by Jeff Levy, and they are going to take it all the way up there. But man, oh man, Aiden Williams seeing a lot of targets here early on for Mississippi State. And there goes Shapen, running it, Shapen all the way there, and Mississippi State's going to have an entry there. Jacoby Jackson, the offensive lineman, and it's going to be 2nd down and 3. Now, here we go. 2nd down and 3 in the red zone here for Mississippi State. It's going to be another RPO caught by Thompson there, and Shapen now wheeling and dealing this drive. They're going to run that hurry up once again. You got a backup left tackle, and that'll be something to watch here. But man, oh man. See how this one goes. Fakes handoff, play action, Shapen, nowhere to go, doesn't throw it away. It's going to be 2nd down and 17. They send the blitz there. Kilgore coming on in. And man, oh man, he's hitting the too small celebration too. Jalen Kilgore, the strong safety, coming in on the blitz. He gets that sack now, and it is 2nd down and 17, backed up here for this Mississippi State offense. Shapen now. Gonna dump it off to his receiver. Max Reese making some moves. Hard to get tackled down, but all that for a 3-yard gain, and now it's gonna be 3rd down and 14. They're gonna need a huge gain here. Now, Shapen He's getting hits as he's thrown, and he is not no receiver there. And now they're gonna have to elect to kick the field goal to make it 27-13 here. Field goal is gonna be good here. So 27-13 here. So they do get a score here, but not quite the touchdown that they need. And they're going to have to hope for a stop here, but that has been too much for the defense so far. So what adjustments did their D coordinator make at half? Going to be starting on the 14 here. We'll see how they do and how they try to attempt to stop Sellers. And their running back makes a huge juke. There he goes, off to the races, all the way up to the 42. And that has been the key thing here for South Carolina, running the ball. Mississippi State has 4 guys up there, but they have not been able to get any penetration up front. And now it's going to be caught there. Jared Brown, lots of contact on the play, but no matter what, it is still a first down. And as you know, they started on the 15, but now they are all the way up on the 39. Now, Sellers fakes the handoff. Sellers dropping back. Sellers got a man deep. Broken up, though, at the last second. Now, second down and 10. Sellers, delayed handoff. It's going to work out, though. He gets hit hard as he hands it off, though. So third down and 6 all the way up to the 35. Can the Gamecocks convert here, or will they have to settle for a field goal? Fake the handoff. And throwing it deep for Harbor. It's going to be caught, but out of bounds. Man, oh man, Nick Harbor almost had his second touchdown catch on the day, but they have to kick the field goal here. And this one's going to be good. It's going to be 13-30 now here. And we'll have to see if they can finally get that field goal they've been waiting for, or finally get that touchdown they've been working so hard for, or will it be another tough 3-point drive for this Mississippi State offense? Taking that end zone once again. If you're a special teams coordinator, you might want to tell them to be more smarter, because clearly it's not working. Now, Blake Shapen in the pocket here, fakes the handoff. Shapen looking for a man. Shapen launching it downfield. Shapen, oh, it's intercepted! Intercepted by the Gamecocks, trying to take it all the way back, but that is not what you need to do there. Picked off, and this one might be all she wrote here for Mississippi State. Started off hot, but it has simmered down since then. I want to say Vakari Swain with the pick there. Shapen stepping up in the pocket, running, trying to throw it, and just read like a buck, underthrows it to Mosley there. And now South Carolina on the 33, trying to look ahead to get the go-ahead score. A man pancake there. A tough, hard run, gets 5 yards. Oscar Ardaway, the third, 54 yards on 5 carries so far here today. Razel Faison has been banged up since the first couple plays, but now he's going to have a man first down, and South Carolina's rolling. The Gamecocks looking very, very dangerous so far here. Had a tough loss to Ole Miss earlier last week, and they lost 37-30, I want to say. And Sellers going to throw it to Harbor all the way down at the 3. Facing 2 Mississippi teams back-to-back here. We'll see what they're able to do on this play. Handoff to the middle, touchdown Gamecocks. And this one might be all but over, folks. And what was expected to be a great showdown between 2 talented quarterbacks has now turned into a stomping here, as now South Carolina leads 37-13 in this game. And now trying to take the kickoff out. And he's going to take it all the way up to the 27. And we'll see how they do here. Shapen going to take it himself. all the way to the 32 for a 5-point game, 5-yard gain. Chapin taking himself once again. Chapin, a lot of green grass ahead, making moves, and he's going to be hit hard. Chapin trying to put his team on his back, try to get him in this one. But even then, if they score here, they still have a lot of scoring to go. And a lot of defensive stops, what they have not been able to get here today. Jason Juke on the outside. He's going to get sent all the way back, a 2-yard gain. So now, throwing it to Bothwell there, but nowhere to go there. And now, here's 3rd down for Chapin and this Mississippi State offense. Chapin hit hard on the rush, and it's going to be broken up here. And they're going to punt it here, waving the white towel, it almost feels like. And mercy rule is 35 points, so if they do score 48, this one is going to be all but over here, and we're going to sim the rest of this one and move on to next week. But we'll see if Mississippi State is able to get anything going here. Sellers scrambling in the pocket. Sellers looking deep. Broken up. It's going to be batted down. Going to run the ball again. And that might be the first time Hathaway hasn't gotten a stupid amount of yards on these carries. But now, 3rd down and 8 here for Sellers. 8 yards to go. We'll see if these Gamecocks are able to convert. Sellers going to be sacked down here. So 2nd sack on the night here for Mississippi State. But, I mean, this one's already over here, folks. Unless they're able to do that a bunch more times and the offense is able to convert. But Jere Bledsoe there, the defensive tackle, working on the outside, and he's going to get the sack here, so we'll force South Carolina to punt it for almost, I feel like, the first time here today. That might be their first punt of the game. Now, Thompson taking the kickoff all the way up to the 43 here. And what do they have on this Mississippi State offense? They finally get that stop they need, but there's got to be a lot that has to happen. Chapin rolls out, throws to his fullback. Dylan Stewart reads it completely, and I hate to say it, but Jeff Lebby's offense this whole second half has been uninventive here, as it has just been basic plays that are not going anywhere. And I don't know what they're going to cook up here on 3rd down, but so far, it doesn't seem like it's going to be anything that's worth. Oh, huge rush there. Chapin throws it. It's going to be caught by his receiver. So 1st down, Mississippi State, and almost feels like forever as Williams takes it all the way up to the 37. But just under 2 minutes left here in the 3rd quarter. Chapin going to take it himself. Chapin got a lane. 2nd down and 4, 6-yard gain there for Chapin. Fakes the handoff there. Chapin gonna throw it to Bothwell. Bothwell, I being completely honest here, if you're an NFL scout, I don't think you like Bothwell's technique at all. I mean, his catches are just, I don't know, they're just so, I don't know, lackadaisical, I guess you could say. He's just gliding in the air, and in NFL speed, that's not gonna work. And when it comes on these runs, he's missing these wide open lanes. And now Chapin up the middle to Williams, and he's going to be down at the 3. Chapin 308 yards here, but not showing for it too much. But now, here we go in the red zone. That's going to take us to the 4th quarter here in Columbia. See the quarterback comparison, 308 yards passing for Chapin, but you're going to see Sellers having by far the better day. So now here, empty set here, 1st and goal. They don't got a man on that receiver, and Chapin not gonna throw it there, but it is gonna be broken up there. Does not make that read there, but now 2nd down and goal. Shapin gonna hand it off to Biltwell, and it's gonna be a touchdown for the Bulldogs. Trying to bark back in this game. They have a whole quarter to do it, but will South Carolina try to start to run that clock down? And they're gonna elect to kick it here, so that will make it a 3-score game. We need 2 touchdowns and a field goal to tie it. So now receiving the kickoff is South Carolina here. We'll see what they're able to do. Making one juke move there, taking it all the way up to the 21 here on the kick return. And tries to run it there. Now they're starting to clog these run lanes. 2nd down and 7 here. And we'll see what this South Carolina offense is going to do. Some RPO action. They completely bite on it, but they're going to give them the 1st down. Brown has had a great day. I think over 150 yards receiving. Yeah, they're going to try to bleed this clock out. And it's going to be a run there for Hathaway. Been able to break a lot of tackles here today. Only gets a yard out of that one, though. Second down and 9 here for the Gamecocks. Oh, that was a dangerous decision there by Lenora Sellers. RPO action there. Doesn't quite make the right read, and it's 3rd down and 9. Oh, and it's going to be caught for the 1st down by Nick Harbor. So just as you think that Bulldog defense is going to bark back, now once again, South Carolina bleeding this clock away, already up to 2 minutes, I would say, on this drive. And that's going to be a wide open hole up the middle. Man, oh man, this time is ticking away for Mississippi State if they want a chance in this game. Sellers gonna throw it, caught but out of bounds. Are they gonna say he had possession here? That's not a great look. That toe is in. Yeah, that should be a catch for a 1st down here. But with how the officials have been today on the sideline, they have not been too good. So it is going to be a 1st down for South Carolina. So you do give it to them there. And now they're all the way up to the 32. And just so many lanes here. And even here, if you're Mississippi State, you got to hold them all the way back because this is an easy field goal already. RPO action there. Bounces it out to the outside, but now empty set here for Sellers on 3rd down and 6. Sellers stepping up in the pocket, and he's got a man for a touchdown. And that is going to be the dagger in this game, folks, as South Carolina has completely run away with this one, and it has been ugly here. And that is another catch for Mazio Bennett Jr., but his 1st touchdown on the day. So now here, 8 minutes left in this 4th quarter, but this game is all over here. Mississippi State defense just not too good. Offense, too many critical mistakes. We'll see if they have anything left, but Shapin trying to take himself, makes a nice little juke move, gets a 3-yard gain, but Shapin dropping back here, gonna toss it to his man up the middle there. 1st down for the Bulldogs. Faking the handoff, and Dylan Stewart right up the middle. He's gonna sack him down. Shapen, standing tall in the pocket, going to sail it out of bounds there. Nobody open, and it's going to be a third down and 15, and now it's going to be an empty look here for Shapen and this Mississippi State offense. Shapen, gonna throw it up the middle. That guy is covered by 2 men, but they're gonna go for it here on 4th down and 11. 4th down and 11 here for Shapen, and it's gonna be caught by his receiver, taking it all the way up to the 36 here. And Shapen's about to have maybe 400 yards, but it's gonna result in a loss here. Thompson is gonna catch that one. And he's going to be sacked down again, just failing to throw the ball away. And now 2nd down and 17. So once again, the Bulldogs are going to have to try to climb out of this deficit. And it's a pass there. Makes a juke move. Going to take it all the way up there to the 33. 3rd down and 6 here for the Mississippi State Bulldogs. So now here on 3rd down and 6 for the Bulldogs. 3 receivers at the top. They're sending a huge blitz. Shapen downfield for his receiver. It's going to be dropped. Had the go-ahead touchdown, and he flat out drops it. Caught here on 4th down, and it's going to be a conversion. But not running a hurry-up offense, so this one already over, but they are just trying to total their stats and both well. Just got the worst animations in the world. Now 3 receivers stacked at the top. They are in shoot look here for South Carolina. The late handoff to Bothwell. Nowhere to go there as he's going to be tackled down by Murphy at the 19. Oh, picked up by Dylan Stewart. No, fumble, but they turn it over on down. No, it's going to be recovered by South Carolina, and that is going to be the end to this one, folks. Sellers taking it on the option here. Nowhere to go there, but they're just going to run down this clock. Hands it off. Trying to get to the 1st down and nearly 3rd down and 1, but they take it down to the 2-minute warning. And that is the end of this one here for the SAC on CBS. Once again, pretty underwhelming game of the week here, fortunately. And have to see where we head next week. But Sellers fumbles it away, but he is going to make it all the way up to a 1st down recovered by his running back. So empty look here, 2nd down and 12. They gotta assume it's gonna be a QB run. No, it's not. And picked off. Too late in the game, but Sellers, empty look here. I don't know what you're doing there on 2nd down. If you're Shane Beamer in the South Carolina offense, that is pretty questionable. Well, no, nothing else to do. Bothwell gonna receive the screen there. But this is likely going to be the final play of this game. They're going to call a timeout here, actually. Use their final timeout here, but sorry about that. Thank you all for tuning in to the SAC on CBS for your game of the week under the lights here, prime time. Not quite the game we all wanted, but I mean, Sometimes it's not going to be super close. So now we'll see it here. Final play of the game likely here. Chapin. Nobody open, and he's just going to be sacked down. And what a win here for South Carolina. You see the scoring comparison there, just settling for 3 too much. A tough game overall for Jeff Levy. Lenore Sellers, player of the game. Nearly 357 passing yards, 4 touchdowns there. And just an overall great game there, making some great reads. But that'll be all here from the SAC on CBS. Signing out here for the game of the week. We'll see you all next week. And we're not sure where that location will be, but we will figure it out.